Guys, just give me 5 minutes time. You guys can continue. And now you know what to do. Just continue that, and then next 10 minutes we'll continue. Okay.
Sure,
Just give
Nishant.
me
Thank
five.
you.
Yeah.
So, hello.
Yeah, Venkat.
Sorry. Little black.
Guys, Venkatesh sir, we are actually working on activating that Azure account
Okay,
with
okay,
the
sorry.
Exchange. Okay. I
Oh,
was just waiting for the confirmation from everyone.
okay, okay,
Yeah. Everyone is busy in doing that.
okay, okay.
to create this VM for a while now. Looks like there is some location constraint. Okay. And most of these regions are not allowing to create any VMs.
Hey, Pawan. Yeah, tell me. So, guys,
Yeah,
what is the current
I was
status
trying
now?
to create a VM.
Okay. First thing,
but
do you have the credits in that account? Did you check? Do you have enough
yes,
credits in that account?
yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, maybe you can share the screen and we can discuss.
Sure. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay, in fact, I did run through, this is my default directory.
Mm-hmm.
And I did run the commands through this using PowerShell.
No, it is not.
It's
gone. It's gone. Now it is visible. Now it is visible. So you are creating a VM, no? You can just use no need of PowerShell.
Yes.
Just okay. From here you are creating. Okay.
No. VM anyways, I'm trying to create in GUI, but I was just trying to show you the commands which were supposed to be used to. That was
so this
working
object
fine.
is not. This operation is not required. Organization is enabled for the customization. Okay.
And ultimately,
No,
the final result appears to be what it's.
No.
Yeah.
This is a different directory. That is a different directory. You are in default directory. No, you don't have. It doesn't know which directory you are talking.
Okay, I'll just close this. Let's forget this default directory because I just wanted to show you one which I worked on. But ultimately, the default directory has not been used to perform any of these operations, but I'm trying to create a VM in my default directory.
Okay, just see, let us
so
create
here,
one.
When I
the locations
are very limited today.
No, give a virtual machine name first. Okay, good. So you want to go for UK South? Okay, anything is fine. That should not be a problem. Scroll down.
But when I try to select one, and if I try to create it, throws me an error that
okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Select some East US. It's always better choose East US. Huh? It will make your job easier.
I have only these many locations today.
That's okay.
I see only.
How come
East US is not available?
That's a recommended, but it should be available, no? Okay, can you do one thing for me? Can you recreate once? Just close this console and go back to the other console and show me.
Okay, you want me to recreate again?
Yeah, this is running, no? See, it's telling it's running VM.
But I got an error message that is not going to be. This is not going to work.
But just click on that. Click on that. Just let's see. Just try to log in and see whether it will work. It will not work. We'll get to know, right?
It is not deployed yet. I just tried to create it in before.
Okay, delete it. Delete and recreate it once again. If it doesn't work.
But anyways, I'm just creating a new resource group, and below that, I'll try to create a new VM.
Okay.
So only these
Just check
many.
any location. That's doesn't matter. But it's just for time being. No.
Yeah. But the problem is after selecting this later period after even create, it will throw in saying this is not deployed. I'll just create one quickly.
Why none? Why none? You will not be able to communicate if you don't put a security group.
If we
Just go with the default.
okay.
Pawan, if you go with the default configuration, no issues will be there. Just first basics only you have to select. Remaining everything go with the tuck, 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 next. In 2 minutes you will be done. So don't do customization here because you're at this moment you're not comfortable with the networking and all options yet. So rather than doing that, so make your life easy by doing this.
Okay.
Just do next, it will be done. Okay, guys, please raise your hands, those who have challenges. Those who have challenges, please raise your hands. Okay, let's address one by one. Yeah, the server is getting created here now.
Yeah.
So it should take 2-3 minutes. Hey, Zalman, tell me.
Yeah, Nishant,
Where are we facing the issue?
that of Pawan.
You cannot create servers.
I tried creating, but it was showing unable to connect.
Unable to connect. Unable to connect means RDP is unable to happen.
Right, yeah.
Then we will fix it. RDP is easy because it may be actually looking for a wrong username or wrong password or maybe wrong IP address. Okay, can you share the screen? I think Pawan, I think your issue is solved here.
Okay.
Yeah. Zalman, you can share the screen.
Can you see?
Yeah. Do an RDP, click on connect button and do an RDP, please. It will download the RDP file. See,
Okay,
connection is disabled because this virtual machine is deallocated.
Nishant, when I'm creating the policy, Nishant, I'm getting that anti-phishing policy not set or not received.
Okay.
I think once
That's okay.
Zalman is done, I'll just present it.
Sure. Hey, why it is deallocated? Did you remove the IP address or network remove? Something like that?
No.
See, click on connect button. No, let's see. Click on connect button. I want to see why it is deallocated. Click on RDP. Okay, 1 second. Our connection is disabled because this virtual machine is deallocated. Okay, now Zolman, what is happening is we are looking in the wrong window. Now click on the home button, dear. Click on the home button. Okay, click on virtual machines.
The VM seems to be in stop state. We need to start it.
Hey, running. It's running. Okay, click on that Zolman test. Yeah, now click on this connect button and RDP. Yeah, now you see, click on the download file. Yes, you all learned know how to create servers and all.
Yep.
Actually, I can see almost all locations.
Nishant, if Zalman has problem in enabling the organization customization, I'll just help him with my screen and get it done.
Yes, no worries. No worries.
Zach, can we connect?
Yeah, sure.
You can actually connect separately also if you want, because ultimately we need that to work. That's it.
Yeah, I'll get it done, Shant.
And guys, creating a VM is easy. Just first screen only you have to fill that basic screen. After that, everything is default. Just say next, and you're good to go. Hey, see, what happened? Zalman, observe. Port requisite is not met. Add an inbound security group rule with destination port 3389. So it is telling no clearly that you need to add a 3389 rule. So click on that, add an inbound security group, and now you add the inbound rule. So what happened is, Salman, when you have created the server, you could have created the server with a specific configuration. You could have disabled the NIC.
Okay.
Now, see, your networking is disabled. Your firewall rule security group is not attached. So where did from you are following the lab guide?
Yeah, I just
No, you should never follow that. I'll tell you. In the lab
Mhm.
guide, it's a different set of process where it's
Right.
environment you have created.
Correct,
Where you
correct.
created your own VM, you created your own VNet, created your own NSG, and then you created.
Correct. Yeah.
Here,
correct, yeah.
you're not doing all that. You're just creating a VM. So that means you have to take all the default configuration. When you have to customize on your own, then it makes sense what you have done it. But at this moment, we're not working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, then I'll just connect with Muthu and then get it sorted.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. You guys can drop and then come back within 5. I'll give you 10 minutes time. See if you can fix independently, connect together and then come back also. That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm here. I can also show you on my screen if you want. Anyway, after whatever you do, no, whatever you have done, I will also do on my screen just for you to get that comfort.
Sure, Nishant, we'll try that. I'll connect with Zalman and try to see.
And did you observe how much time these kind of things are taking? And you know, all these are only one-time setup. It's not a recurring task. When you build the organization for the first time, no, think you are working in a startup and startup has just started and you want to configure or you want to become a service provider for Microsoft and all. You need to learn all this. Okay, those who have issues, you can continue with me here. In case if you could not continue with someone, let's discuss, guys. Let's enable this configuration today. Okay, those who are online here with me, are you guys able to enable standard protection? Are you able to enable strict protection? And is it working fine?
Yes, sir. Just getting a few messages.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just like Muthu who said he got some phishing message or something.
Phishing message. Just show me that.
No, I mean you get those like certain parameters aren't set.
That's okay. That's okay. You
Yeah.
can share the screen. You can share the screen with me.
Okay. So here, do I need
No,
to
no,
add it?
not yet, not yet. Yeah, here now. How will you configure this? You know, you remember the lab guide that I have given you?
Okay.
You remember the
Yeah.
lab guide I have given you? Just go to that lab guide. And that is where the continuation is.
Okay. Then I'll maybe follow it.
So what happened is, actually I reached step number 8. And people also reached till step number 8. And then they got stuck. So we are unable to go to step number 9, 10 at this moment.
Okay, I'll follow the steps then, Nishant. I think.
Yeah, in case if you want to complete, you can follow the steps.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll stop
And
sharing.
the lab guide that you had shared,
Mhm.
step number 12. So
Okay.
I'm to see that next 4 times to continue in the impersonation section.
Next 4 points means just click next. That's it.
Okay. Sorry, that is done.
Yeah. That was just to tell you that 4 times you need to click next. That's it. See if you can try it out. No. In case if you are unable to do it, those who need help, I will do it and show you. Whatever I asked you to do, I am going to do it and show. OK. Make sense? Guys, please raise your hands if you are not in sync with me.
Yes, Rishant, we are in sync.
OK, now, OK, just observe my screen and whatever you faced, I am also facing. Let me see how to fix it. See, when you go here, as per our lab guide, no, I'll show you the lab guide also, so it's easy for you guys. See, you have reached it till this stage, no, everyone? You all remember, no, you reach it till this stage. Step number 8, correct?
Yeah.
Did you all reach till this stage, step number 8?
Yes, Nishan.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. After that, we were doing step number 9. What happened when I'm doing step number 9? It's not working. Correct? See, when I did step number 9, I'll just put it here. When I do step number 9, that is managing the protection settings, it is giving me an error. Correct? Now, how do I solve this error? At this moment, we have only command line. There's only command line method as far as my knowledge goes to enable. So what I need is a PowerShell. What I need is a PowerShell. And when I'm running PowerShell commands, I need to use this administrative account. I need to do administrative account to the job. Are you with me? Are we on the same page? Now I need a PowerShell. How do I get a PowerShell? Now I have a Windows machine here. I have a Windows machine. See, in my case, I don't have admin privileges on my computer. Because I don't have an admin privileges, I have created a virtual machine on Azure Cloud. I have created a virtual machine on Azure Cloud, and you all know how to create an Azure virtual machine. And here I will open PowerShell. And in this PowerShell, what should I do? I should run some commands. Correct? So now my PowerShell is turned on. Now I need to run some commands here. I copy, paste the commands from the portal that is given to us. I have given you a URL no, to troubleshoot this. So it will do the job. It will take 3 to 4 minutes for the entire activity to get completed. Are you looking at my screen? No, guys? Just understand,
Yeah.
because I don't.
Yes,
I want you
Nishan.
to do things independently. Okay.
No, we've completed these steps, right?
Yeah, you completed, but I want to show you repeat because I want everyone to be on the same page. No, because otherwise people will feel that I have never done this.
Yeah.
Actually, last week only we did this.
Anshant, we fixed it for Zal.
Okay, cool. Zal, what was the challenge?
I mean, I shared the credentials with him and we got it sorted.
See, now I don't have a Chrome. See, it's giving me that error, this error and all. Are you observing me?
That is because of admin rights, I think.
So no, what happens is this has some issues here in server manager. No, the by default security will be enabled. So what I can do, and alternatively, I can actually turn off the security, or alternatively, I can install a Google Chrome and run the PowerShell command. Now it failed. Okay, now what I will do, just to be on the smarter side, I'll go ahead and quickly spin up a Chrome and set as the default one. Obviously, Chrome is always better. My feeling, I may be wrong. It's trying to install the Chrome on this machine. See, in my case, it's a fresh machine. That's why I'm having these challenges. In your case, you should not have this challenge. Yeah. Because I'm doing everything from scratch. It will, you may feel that, oh, why he is doing everything. But ideally, I don't need to do all of this. So now what happens is I'll just go to PowerShell again. Run as administrator. Same command I will run. Once again, I think this time it should not take much time. It will be fast. It's already installed. So it will connect online. See, it's still throwing me Internet Explorer. So I have to turn off the enhanced security. So otherwise it will be a problem. So go to server, local server configuration. This I had taught you, remember? Enhanced security, how to disable.
Yeah.
When did we learn this? Long ago.
Long back.
During network.
I think maybe try changing your default browser. So
Yeah, I did that.
okay.
That was the first activity I did. It did not take effect. Yeah. Now Just it only takes 1 minute for me to complete this activity. Copy, paste the password. Okay. Now you see. It will be done in 1 minute and then we'll continue our lab. It will take a minute or something like that. So all of you are done with this job. No, whatever you have done, I am doing it once again, just to ensure that it is like a revision. Did I get disconnected? Yeah, it's doing a job. So why it is not recognized? Because we need to connect to the exchange. So every time you close the shell, your session is out. So like this, I can do it for n number of people. That's what you have. That's how you have solved the Solomons, right? You close the PowerShell, reopen the PowerShell, and you can do it for other people. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, I don't close it. I just paste the connect exchange.
That's it.
Yeah. Then it will automatically ask me for the authentication page. I would add the one who needs to be authenticated and continue with the enable.
No need to install. No need to do n number of times.
No need of
Same thing.
reinstall.
It will only take a minute of time, and then you get things gets activated. And guys, this is not a repetitive job. When you go back to your organization, you will not do all of this 10 times. Only for the first time configuration, yes. Anyone is still struggling to complete this activity? Are you guys still struggling to complete this activity? Guys, if you want, you can follow the documentation. Huh? Already the documentation is there. If you follow the documentation, you're done. Let me reload the page. And now, before I was getting error. Now I should not get any error. Now I should not get any error. Let's see. So click on manage protection. I'm just following the lab guide. Huh? Click on manage protection. That is 9. See here, click on manage protection settings. In the apply exchange online protection, select specific recipients and under the domain, start writing your tenant's domain. So which domains you want to protect? At this moment, I want to protect my own domain. So I'm waiting for the option to be shown here. What option? Typically, it will ask you which recipient it has to protect. If it doesn't come, no worries, reload the page. Yeah.
Last time I remember you telling that only 5 domains can be added as part of that impersonating domain, and that should be a child domain or something related to that. It cannot be outside.
No, that is for a different context. It was a question in his context. Nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Okay. No. Now you can select specific recipients and you can choose specific domain. Now, what is my domain in this case? How do you know? Just click here. Or you know the username that is here. In my case, it's Reva. So I select the domain and click next. See, when I said next, no, you remember? See, enter the domain. Enter the domain. And after that, in the apply Defender Office 365 protection section, apply the same configuration as the previous one. That means in the next also, that is Office Defender for 365, specific recipients, and then Reva, and then click next. And you see, I said after that in the impersonation section, select next 4 times to continue. Under the impersonation section, where is the impersonation section? Here 4 times I need to click next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you understood why 4 times I said to continue. And in the policy mode section, make sure turn on the policy after I finish radio button. Turn on the policy, I finish after the radio button and then select next. And then select next. And then see, read the context, read the content under review and confirmation and select confirm to apply the changes. Select confirm to apply the changes. See, it will take a minute to complete the activity.
But I got an error.
What is the error?
The URI is not valid for
that is okay.
Okay.
See, that means, did you read this message? Did you read? What did I say? If you receive the message is not valid, the URI must point blah, 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 blah. Just select OK and click and cancel the operation. You will see the standard protection is on, option enabled. Clear now? Yeah. See, for the next one also, you will receive an error. That should not be a problem. See, click on done. You will get an error. If you get an error. See, in my case, I did not get an error. See, I don't know if you observe exactly what I do, you are also doing. Or what I asked you to do, I'm doing it. I'm doing nothing new.
Nishan.
Now. Yeah.
Nishant, in my interface, when I click this applies this protection, standard protection, I'm just getting this first, third, and the last option like exchange protection. Then I'm getting the policy mode and the review. In between this Defender for O365 and impersonation, these two line items are not visible. What may be the reason?
I think even I also have the same issue. Probably it's because of the E3 license.
License.
Okay.
Probably.
Did you activate E3 license, Devinder?
Yes, yes.
You can activate E5 license later and do it.
I'll try, because when I tried initially E5, I could not activate. When I'm again applying for that, it is showing that you have already applied for that for the drive.
No,
and
no.
it is
E5
not.
it will work. E5 100% it will work because other people have done it. No.
I'll again
Because,
try, but
yeah,
I could not
see,
do
very
earlier.
easy, very easy. Just give some time for it to reflect, and it will definitely work. Okay. Now, see, at this case, now you need to understand when I'm doing the first case, that means till what step I have completed is till 15. See, till 14 steps I have completed. Okay. Till 14th step I have completed. Now, please observe me. Please listen to me. When I say please listen. When I'm doing step number 15, strict protection. Now tell me, for VIPs and all, you will take a strict protection, right? For a normal user, you will give a standard protection. At this moment, if you don't do this lab also, that is fine. That is strict protection. If you do or if you don't do, it doesn't matter. If you do or if you don't do, it doesn't matter. But I'll go ahead and show you. So click on more protection. Now it is asking apply exchange online protection for specific requirements. Now tell me, as a part of your previous labs, did you create any groups? As a part of your previous labs, did you create any groups?
You created senior admins, junior admins, and all.
When did we create this? In our last class or before, did we create some groups? For example, if you go to user section, you go to group section. Did you create any groups before here?
Yeah.
You created groups, no? Excellent. Similarly, yeah, senior administrator, junior administrator. Now you can select that group. For example, you could have created a group called as VIP and you can assign VIP people to this. Clear? For example, as part of my lab guide, I am assuming that you have a leadership. See, I'm assuming that there is a group called as leadership. I'm assuming that there is a group called as leadership. I'm an onboarding. In your case, what will you assume? See, leadership. And I say members. As a part of leadership, I can create a user and add that user. See, I have a leadership. I have a leadership. Now what I can do, I can come here and add leadership group. It's up to you. What group you want to add is up to you. Doesn't matter, you should create leadership, development, blah, blah, blah. You can create. Is that clear? I'm just showing you a demo here. You can add originally anything. Now, do you want to apply to specific requirements? Yes, Defender protection, that too for leadership group I want to attempt. And click next, next, confirm. Make sense? Any questions? It will give you an error. That's okay. I have also given, if you read the documentation, it is telling that read the content. You will get an error. That is okay. Now click on confirm. That is okay. We know. After that, cancel it. And then we know strict protection is enabled. So I just to re-verify, reload the page so that you know that standard and strict protection is enabled. And then if you go to the settings, You go to Office 365 Defender. It will show you the dashboard of what account is enabled and all. Just account has Office 365 enabled or not. That's it for verification. Because next lab we are going to work on this. That's why. Is this clear? Simple. You go ahead and complete that. You go ahead and complete this. It only takes 5 minutes, guys. Don't take much time. The same lab I have done last week also. But the only thing is I have completed step by step. I did not give you chance. You remember? I taught you everything step by step, but I did not give you a chance to practice. This week, I'm giving you a chance to practice. The reason is I want you to visit the previous video before you come to this class so that when I talk again, you can do it on your own very fastly. Yeah, I'll give you 10 minutes. Quickly complete this, please. Okay, if you guys are done, let me know once. Okay, how many of you are able to see endpoint? How many of you are able to see endpoint in security console? If yes, just raise your hands. If you are able to see endpoint option, raise your hands.
I'm not able to see the group which I have created there in this apply section. So you just you have to wait for some time to refresh it. Or,
Which one?
I have created a leadership group in the directory.
It should be
But
immediate. No, I did it for you, no?
yeah, I
I
have
did a
seen that,
group.
but for me it's not visible in the
Reload the
specific
page.
group.
Reload the page and try.
Right?
What type of group you have created? Just see what type of group you have created. You have created an Office 365 group or a security group. If you have to create a group, you have to create a security group. Sorry, 365 group, not security group.
Okay, okay. Then let me check.
That is just to show you a demo.
Nishant, where can we find endpoint option? Separately, endpoint.security.microsoft.com, that is the opening up for the corresponding directory.
Guys, no need to send me an image. Okay. I don't need any proof actually.
So Nishant, just one question here. So the group which we are creating, the leadership group, it has to be created before when we go to the step.
No problem. You can go to the step, and if you see that it is asking group, go to the Azure portal, create a group, keep the endpoint same. Did you observe my screen? I did that, no? I realized that the group was not there. Then I went back, created a leadership group, and came back.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Yeah, Nishant, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So the point you're asking about, right? Where do we find that option? Because separately the page is opening up, but not. There's no option.
See, on your left side, did you see something like endpoint on your left side menu? That's what my question was. Okay, did you guys complete it? And did you see that there is nothing like endpoint, something like that is not shown here? Yeah. Are you with me?
Yes, Nishan.
Okay, good, good. So everyone is on the same page, which is good. I want everyone to be on the same page also.
Nishant, where we need to see endpoint? On
This
the
left side menu.
Still, to me, it is not visible.
Yeah, it should not be visible. For me also, it is not visible.
Okay, good. I thought that it should.
We're on the same page. No.
Fine, thank you.
Nishant, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Anji here. I enable the policy of standard protection, but I'm not seeing Microsoft 365 Defender in the settings screen.
Here you don't see Office 365 Defender in the settings. Reload the page once. It should be visible.
I tried, I signed it. Maybe let me share my screen and show you.
Yeah. I don't know why we are following everyone's same method, no? I'm a little worried why it is not working.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. So just show me the thread policies, preset policies that you have enabled. Cancel.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, strict you did not enable. Huh? You don't want to enable strict. Okay, fine, no worries. Go to settings. Yeah. You don't see Defender?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go to your Office 3, portal.azure.com? You have a previous one, no? Yeah. Go to the licenses section. Okay. Strange. You should be able to see Microsoft Office 365 Defender. I think everyone was able to see, no?
Yeah, I followed the same steps. It works still fine. I mean, in enabling the threat policies level, but when I reload or relog in, I don't see the Defender in the settings.
No worries, because standard production is also fine.
I disable and re-enable one more time.
No, don't do that. Again, you have to go through certain process to enable, but click on manage protection settings. I want to see the settings of it. Click on manage protection settings. Yeah. Okay, cyber risk. Click next. Yeah, next. I think that's continue. Next. We did not protect any users at this moment. Custody domains. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Exchange online policies also enabled. Not sure. We should see actually. Maybe it may take a minute or two to enable, but I think everyone was able to see.
Okay, sure.
That's fine. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Okay.
No.
Now, I want you to explore one more console called as endpoint.microsoft.com. Today, I'll give you more exploration called as endpoint.microsoft.com. Like security.microsoft.com, you have endpoint.microsoft.com. Can I request all of you to visit endpoint.microsoft.com? Yeah, just explore this. Go through couple of configurations. OK. Go through all the configurations. This will be helpful for you in the future.
Can you please share your screen?
Sorry.
You're not sharing your screen.
Yeah. I want you to explore. I have given you the URL. No.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to go to endpoint.microsoft.com on yours, and you will see your configuration. In this case, you are seeing my configuration.
Yeah.
So now one thing the reason I'm asking you to look at this is, OK, guys, listen, the one thing that I'm asking you to look at this is later after few days, this is going to be turned off. Whatever the options that you're seeing everywhere, they are going to be merged into one screen. They are going to be merged into this screen as you progress. At this moment, this is coming from Azure, but this one will be integrated into this later. Maybe by the time when you do next time, it will be on this. Just want to inform you. But just observe the options.
I had that question for you. So much of URL for each module. Will there be a consolidated what is that portal where we can access each and everything in one particular place?
Yes, that is where this portal is building. They are actually building it still. That's why you don't see all options in one go. That's why you don't see all options in one go. There are multiple places where the data is replicated. We are trying to, see one by one and all. That's why I'm giving you time to explore things.
Where is the tenant admin option?
Sorry.
You have shown us the tenant admin option in the endpoint security. Where can we see that option?
Endpoint.microsoft.com. Huh?
Yeah.
Directly type the URL. Directly type the URL called as.
In your while you are sharing your screen, we have seen that I have seen like not in this in the endpoint security. Endpoint.microsoft.
Correct. Even mine also I cannot see. See, I cannot see endpoint. In my other lab, I have the endpoint enabled. Different. You got me? No.
Yeah. No, actually, my question is different.
See, here also I don't see.
No, this I understand. Like, if you go to endpoint.microsoft.com in your screen.
Correct.
And then initially I have seen like there is a tenant admin option.
Correct. Tenant administration option. Correct.
Okay. Sorry. This is what I mean. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, you can click here and go to tenant administration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you able to see some of the advanced options here under the endpoint security section. Are you guys exploring it?
Yes, Nishan.
You see the kind of options that are available, no?
Nishant, what is the difference between the antivirus and endpoint detection and response? Both are available.
Yeah, in an antivirus, it only identifies the static non-polyformic viruses. That means, for example, if an application runs and if it is deleting 10 files, is it a virus? If an application is running and it has deleted 10 files, is it a virus?
No, it's not a virus. Means when you say any malicious file that is deleting standard.
Anything.
Yeah,
It's a simple
virus.
script.
Yeah.
It's a, it can be a simple batch script, no?
Okay.
It can be a batch script also.
Yeah,
so there is a difference between a regular, there is a difference between an antivirus and then endpoint detection. As a part of endpoint detection, file manipulation also can be identified. But as a part of your antivirus, file manipulation doesn't matter. Antivirus will it detect antivirus file manipulation? No, right?
Agreed, Nishan.
But you can configure your endpoint to identify a specific file. For example, the integrity of the file cannot be changed. It also acts as an antivirus.
Okay.
And also it can take a response. That means it can take actions based on certain rules that are written. However, antivirus has only one method, that is quarantine the virus or delete the virus. No other action.
Yeah, Nishan. I completely agree with you, but for any specific reason they've made that as a two different things, or I'll tell you, very simple. Just for our easy thing, they've made
no, very simple. Today we have antivirus and EDR separately or same.
See, frankly to say, we remove antivirus and make it as a
replace it with EDR.
Yeah.
But there are some people who will put antivirus and EDR and they tell that both of them are good. Actually, is it true?
But you're as per the proven concept, EDR can find a virus and what is that stop it from further exploiting, and same time removing it through base. But antivirus is just doing one thing. But I feel one is enough. But what was the reason for Microsoft to have any reason behind two things? And
very simple. For here, if you want to go with antivirus, go with antivirus, because every EDR comes with a license, no? If you only want an antivirus protection, you don't want an EDR mechanism, don't enable it. It is just that they're giving two options for you. One is antivirus option is also enabled and the other one is EDR. See, if you want a cheaper cost, you will go for an antivirus, no? For example, I'll ask, I have a system which is never connected to any other network. Can you have systems in cloud which is not connected to any other networks?
You can do it in private network.
Yeah, you can do it in a private network, and
we can protect with, as you said, antivirus. But
antivirus, that's enough. I don't need an EDR there. It's just like it's giving you two options that is available. So for example, if I say, is Kaspersky an EDR or a antivirus? It has both options. Why Kaspersky can actually say, okay, boss, we don't antivirus market is gone. Let's only work on EDR. They don't do it actually. The reason is it's a business for them. They give you all options. One option, two option, one, two option, one, two, three option, two, three option, three, four option, up to you. As a customer, we don't know what customer needs. They just give all options to them. You can ask me why they could have given one option with a smaller price. That I cannot tell at this moment.
No, I will not comment on that, Nishant. Just
No,
want to understand the rationale behind why antivirus and fire endpoint protection, because we have moved out of antivirus and we are now progressing in the area of EDR. So what was the reason for them to give, so that anywhere, if as you highlighted, in some areas only with antivirus and license cost can be protected, even that could be that was the reason behind I was asking for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, guys, just please go through this, and when we come back next week, we will go ahead and work on some of these concepts, because each of these concepts needs a time, installation, configuration, and then I want you to don't search when you come back next time. No, I don't want you to search. Oh, where is this option? Where is that option? Because the next lab is going to be complex. It will be complex than what you learned today. It will be so confusing than what you learned today. That's why I'm being a little slow compared to my previous. I'm sure you could have observed me now. Compared to my previous way of teaching, here I'm being very slow, giving you enough time to play. I don't want you to, okay, oh, something happened and I could not work on it. And then I'll also give you one more URL. It's called as first. You'll see so many different consoles. Trust me, everything is going to go out of domain and then they will become one as we progress. See, if you look at, I typed securitycompliance.microsoft.com. Is it falling back to the previous one?
Yes.
The reason is previously Security Center was different and they migrated Security Center to this. Now, there is something that I want you to understand at this moment. Okay, but don't play around with it at this moment. There is something called attack simulation training. In your Office 365, you will see there is something called as attack simulation training. Do you see that? Click on this. Just click on this attack simulation training. Attack simulation training. Do you see that? No. This is like a simulator where on your own system, you can go ahead and simulate the automation in the given system itself. You can instantly launch a simulation, understand the simulation and delete the impact of it. So you can ask me, Nishant, I cannot generate an attack. I'm not comfortable in generating an attack. No problem. That's absolutely fine. OK. You will see here under attack simulation training. Attack simulation training. I don't want you to run, but just explore this, because if with so much of excitement, if you run now and next week when I come, you will see some of these options pre-populated. And then you'll say, oh, Nishant, we already have these options. How come you are not getting? You're getting me, no? Yeah. So you also see something like this, top actions to help you start it. Something like this. Can you see? Confirmation, please. Give me a confirmation.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, good. Now, there are few more options that are there that I will teach you next week, not now. So now, just observe me what I'm doing. You see here, launch instant simulation. And it's asking, create an instant simulation for your organization. You can create and send a phishing simulation in just one step. Launch a simulation in just one click. We'll choose the simulation content and then do it. Continue. So it's asking you, launch an instant simulation. Office 365. Our servers have detected some errors delivering new messages, blah, 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 blah. And then we are generating a simulation and then we are creating a baseline credential harvesting. You know, credential harvesting means, no? What is credential harvesting? Phishers will send you a phishing email and the moment you click on the phishing email, it will give you the username password and then you enter the username password. That credentials are captured by the users. Correct? Now, we can do that simulation from Office 365 itself. No need to purchase a third-party tool. For example, at this moment, I will log into my Outlook. Whose Outlook is this? Admin's Outlook, correct? He has an email ID. No, we just created email IDs, right? See, admin has its own Outlook. See, is this clear? This is admin account Outlook. Like this, if you could have created a user for Nishant at the rate. Now you understood how Reva University has given your email IDs. I don't know how many of you will do this when you go back to the production environment, but now you understood how Reva University could have created email IDs for you. Yeah, I know for some of you it is not important because email ID is not my job, but email security is your job, no? Huh? So you have to understand both the sides. See, this is how they could have created your email IDs. Now what I will do a simulation. I will say to how many users I want to target. See how many users we are targeting? One user. So let's go ahead and edit. Which user I want to target? I can select which user I want to do the phishing target. So at this moment, I know the one user is there. That is my admin user only because I only have one user. No, see here, I can select which user, which group, which country specific users. You can do the simulation. It's like a simulation environment. Click on close. What I would do, I would close this and I will say launch the simulation. Click on launch the simulation. So what is this exercise called as in your team, in your day-to-day activities? What is this exercise called as?
Phishing sandbox. Phishing attacks.
Dynamic phishing simulation.
Why so many different names? Every company will give a different name, no? So I'm waiting for the simulation to complete. Okay. Has done something. Congratulations, you have launched your first simulation. You can go to your mailbox to check the simulated email. Vulnerable users would click and get compromised. You can view the simulation report here. Okay, I'll go. Did you see something? We can configure the simulation, like from which email ID it should come, from which portal it should come, that and all we can configure. At this moment, did we configure anything like that? We just took the default template, no? We took the default template and launched the simulation. So I come here. Now I have generated a fake email ID. Now tell me, is this a fake email ID or a genuine email ID? How does it look?
Fake.
How do you know it's a fake? Because we taught you.
No, the DUSCJS, that doesn't look like a proper naming.
Random.
That way. This is, you are thinking very differently. I said you that we generated with a random number name. It has generated automatically. What if I generate it with nishant@microsoft.com? That's a customization. No, we did not customize our
Headers we can inspect and identify.
Header. We can inspect and identify. But how do I inspect the header?
Go full messages.
Okay, I don't have any option.
Maybe you can hover a mouse on that view return message and see what link it is referring to.
Okay, what is it referring to?
Nishant, you can right click on that link and copy the link, put it in a notepad, analyze it. If it is intended to be the exact
something
mail.
like this, it is showing.
Yeah,
but how do I know?
Nishant, I'll tell you the easiest way. We can go to the mail original, copy the header, go to some
correct.
MX.
Where should I see? Where should I see? That's correct. Now where should I see? You have to guide me that.
Yeah, you can
forward the email.
No, there is something called a read header in Outlook. We can go in Outlook.
But that after receiving this, you should not receive. If the after receiving it, the end user, if you do the analysis, by the time he could have clicked it, your analysis should block you at the Office 365 level itself. No.
Yeah, it should be in the
that is your
transport
target,
yeah.
So that's what I want you to come up with all possibilities that you practice. Now I have received a phishing email. Is it a phishing email because we generated? So everyone knows it's a phishing email. What if I could have not generated? What if I could have sent it with a normal proper message? And we did not customize this. No. OK, let's customize. In next launch, we'll customize it. OK. In next launch, we'll customize it.
Nishant, one thing here. See, this is something a simulation that we are doing for our domain user, right? So despite if I put a lot of anti-phishing filter or something, even though the mail will get delivered. So this mail is intended. This
not
mail
like
is
that.
Intended. Okay.
Not like that. At this moment, our protections and all are configured, are not properly configured at this moment. You send any phishing email, it will receive. Okay, see here, this is generated from an internal network. Maybe the chances of delivery is high, but in all cases, the delivery may not work, and because we have not enabled all protections at this moment. Okay, anyway, most important thing for us is to identify different phishing attacks. At this moment, see, we are all brainstorming. That's it. Ultimately, system will do the job. The system is designed to do it. And do you see something like this? Okay, one second. I'll stop sharing and start sharing again. Did you see what happened? The moment I clicked the phishing email, what happened? Did you see? See, it is asking me entering the username password. No, what I will do, I'll just create a dummy username password. See, that testing.com is never there. Login imitation or dated branding, spoof or imitation of logos, blah, 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 something. We have assigned trainings to learn how to avoid in the future. That's okay. What are the different ways you can identify? See, different ways you can identify with phishing. This close this, no matter. Now, if I go back to my Outlook, you see here, you have one training courses to complete, blah, blah, blah. See, hi admin Nishant, because you were recently phished, we require you to take a training to recognize phishing attacks in the future. So what are we doing here as a part of this? As a part of the simulation, what are we achieving for your organization?
Awareness.
Okay, awareness, then
prevention.
We are configuring if any misconfigurations or
security.
reconfigurations are there, we'll identify the areas and improve area for improvement in the configuration part. Then a network security, even by mistake, if the end user clicks the URL, how can we protect it through what is that network security? Because ultimate, if the URL is not able to what is that connect back or make a reverse connection, then that's one of the what is that stronger controls that we have put in. So many areas we can identify how we can improve that.
So now, whatever we are simulating, no, we can do the simulations in all these areas. We can do a credential harvesting simulation, malware simulation, link in the attachment simulation, link to a malware simulation, drive-by URL simulation, authentication, consent grant simulation. So let's say link to the attachment or link to a malware or drive-by download. You just check anything. Let's say link to malware. I will not click it because I'm using Office machine. Click on next. Now enter the simulation name. Now it's asking. Select the payload and login. Access to documents, account suspension, approval for a line of credit, blocked Facebook account, business void, email, and blah, 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 blah. So different types of attack methods. An important noise, invoice. So what I will do, I'll search for a profile. CV. Resume. No, I don't have anything. So I say access the documents and say include all users in my organization, only specific users and groups. I'll select only specific users and groups. OK. Okay. Admin. Add one user. I'm targeting only this guy. Yeah. Next. Now select the training content preference. Microsoft training experience. Doesn't matter. Assign training for me or assign a training course and modules to myself. OK, that's fine. Select that this is just after you do the simulation, you need to conduct awareness for that. Now landing page. Now, do you want to create your own landing page? And yes. What are the payload indicators? And now you need to start writing the code. See, if you want your own landing page, you need to write the code, no? It should look like exactly your company. So what I will do at this moment, I'll say landing page and it's asking you. There are so many templates. I'll take some random template and add a logo. For example, if I want to add Reva logo, I can add a Reva logo and I will see if I can actually have a preview. It's going to show me a preview. You are getting me right? Kind of options that are available here in Microsoft Defender. No need to purchase another tool. Actually, they are doing that only. They are trying to bring up all different tools in one page with different starting from email attacks to Defender plus Defender simulation plus almost everything. I hope you got me.
Yes, Nishant.
Nishant, is this only for within the organization, or can we even ask it to redirect it to some other?
At this moment,
Microsoft?
it will only do the current organization. Okay.
And we can do real breach and attack simulation here, right?
Yeah. So see, this is how the email will look like. OK. See, we are taking a custom template. No.
Gateway.
Yeah.
So if there is an email gateway, and will it bypass, like when we do the simulation test, will it bypass the email gateway?
No, it will not. No, it will be sent as a normal email.
Yeah.
Default language to delivery.
So for sending these emails, phishing emails, will it be using the resources of? Will the resources used be of the same account, or will it used from some common Azure
No,
directory,
from some common
repository?
Azure things. So nothing from our consumption. No resource consumption will be there from our side. No need to worry about it. See, this is how the email would look like. OK, and delivery preferences during campaign. So where is my language? I selected English language and click next. Select the default language and delivery preference. OK. I said no during campaign. OK. Okay. No. Do not deliver. During campaign, I'll just say weekly. Next. So launch the simulation as soon as I am done, or schedule the simulation. Configure number of days to end the simulation after. OK, I'll just end it after 1 day or minimum 2 days. OK, fine. Click next. So send a test email. By clicking confirm, you will send this payload to currently logged in user for formatting validation. It will be included in any simulation reporting and will not work as a part of the end-to-end simulation scenario. OK, fine. I'm just sending a test to the current logged in user so that I can check like an administrator. No, you can re-verify. I'm waiting for the email to come. I did not get it.
So when compared to the products available in the market for BAS, where does it stand?
Very bad.
Oh, okay.
Very bad product at this moment. But such a tight integration is good. So now you see Factors online at v@attacksimulationtraining.com. Now this makes sense, no? AdV may be the name of a person. And you see, when you highlight AdV, it is actually showing you his LinkedIn profile, his emails, files. Isn't it good now? Before one, you said that no, the username is and all. Now you tell me it's a fake email. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the language is not in your comfort. Don't tell me it's a phishing email. We can change the language later. Are you getting me? So now what I'll say, I trust the user and now everything is loaded. It could have been coming in a different language, but Syntax. Looking at syntax, you'll be able to tell, no? Now, is this a phishing email? Yeah, we know. We know we are doing a testing, so we know it's a phishing email. Okay, let's submit. Let me see whether the real simulation comes so that I can see the end-to-end simulation. So it's submitting, it will take a couple of minutes. But the only benefit with this tool is it has such a tight integration and you'll be able to review the policies immediately and fix which policy will be causing that issue. That other tools cannot do. Other tools can generate simulation, but it will not tell you where to go and fix it. Correct, Devinder?
Right, Nishan.
But this guy will do that job for us.
Very beautiful tool.
No need to appreciate this. Again, there are better tools also, but yeah. So let's go and see.
So one question, Nishan. So what happens to, let's say, if the user enters username and password? Will it be displayed as well? I mean, how secured will that be once it is, if it is coming from a common repository?
Yeah, we'll see that. I'm just waiting for the real email to trigger, and it's taking time. Why is it taking so much time? It should come immediately, no? Or is it actually is it being blocked in the Exchange admin?
Yeah.
No. Let me go and see here. Yeah, the mail received. So where is the malware link? I did not send it. First of all, I don't understand the language, so I can only do is click here. Check some phishing emails. That's it. See, I'm downloading a malware. Okay. It has downloaded a file. That means it's a download link option. What happens if I open this? And I don't want to open, actually, this is my office machine. What will happen? At most, it's a simulation, no? I'll open it. No worries. I opened it.
Security team has sent you a mail.
Okay. This is the open. Yeah. Security team has sent. My security team is not that good. They cannot respond this fast. If it is configured automatic, then only it will do. Yeah. So let me go back here. Is your security team so fast? They will respond such. The moment you open, you will get an email.
Yes,
The
robots
system
are
is
very
designed.
fast. Robots are very fast.
Yeah. So now let's go ahead and see credential harvesting. View the report. And let me see. See, 2 failed messages. What was the user activity? Successfully delivered 1 email, reported email link clicked 1 person. View the users who clicked on it. So the display name was this. User was compromised on this date. Did he supply the credentials? Yes. And what credentials he supplied? Training. No, I think the credentials are not captured by this guy. Okay. You got it, no? This is a social engineering event that you can do it on Office 365. So now I'll give the time for you to simulate this environment, play around, and then when I meet you next week, I'll go ahead and do the endpoint integration. But please play around with this, then things will be a little different. Pre-configured environments, no, it is easy to simulate and generate an scenario.
Is it possible to add any code to the this feature, like our landing page is possible? That's what you were showing, right?
Yeah,
Like that,
it
is
is
it possible to use the APIs and maybe even harvest the username and password?
Yeah, that is possible. But you need to build a custom simulation for it. We can do that. Launch simulation. Yeah. You can do a malware attachment. You can write your own payload. You can actually write your own payload and upload the payload. So let the payload design. For example, if you have a specific payload, rather than reporting it to Microsoft, you want to report it to a third-party server. You can do that. That kind of options are there.
And do they have option of integration with this MITRE and all? Or like purple teaming and all those things?
See, teaming is my understanding. Purple teaming is only the naming convention, but MITRE attack, what do you call? Mapping is there, but not good at this moment. You will not feel. I think no tool is good at MITRE attack mapping. For conceptually, all these are good, but my knowledge goes is that MITRE attack mapping tools are not good. At this moment, I don't see a good tool which does exact MITRE attack mapping. It may be a simulation done by one person. It may be manually mapped, but no automated mapping. My understanding. Maybe if you come across some tool and if you have an access to the tool and would like to show, more than happy.
Sure,
because I did not see it.
Yeah, I was reading about one too, so I'll come back with the details. Yes.
Yeah. In case if you guys come across, no, I would be more than happy to learn, because I also want to see, how automated tools map directly to the MITRE framework. The only problem is most of the time that reports, which are shown, they are so much of times they are pre-populated, not attack generated. Yeah.
So one question, Nishan, if can we have some kind of role assignment in such a way that whoever runs the simulation, they will be different from the administrator and they will not have.
Absolutely, we can do that.
Report
Absolutely, we can do that.
capabilities.
Absolutely, we can do that.
Otherwise, if admin account is compromised, then I mean, they'll be able to even get the username passwords of every user, right?
Yeah. No, that is absolutely there. That kind of options. Who should actually see, we are all admins. That's why you remember I made you as a global administrator. You remember when you have created this admin account, I made it as a global administrator so that you get access to everything. But in the real world, we can go ahead and stop saying that, okay, boss, you cannot do this operation, you cannot do that operation and all.
Okay, so we can create
a
group
your own
and
policies. Yeah.
Okay. So they will be able to run the simulation, but some other group will be able to view the result.
Yeah, that is absolutely possible. Okay. Good. So guys, you guys can continue working on this and let me know if you have any questions. See, here it will be under attack simulation training. In that you can see this option. I'm sure for many of you, it could have been the first time you have done it on your own, sending a phishing email and receiving it. Or you guys have done that before and really tested it. Studying is different, testing is different. Studying, I'm sure you could have studied 100 times. Same concept.
So what is the Exchange server that it uses for sending the message? Can we just check that? Is it possible to see that?
Office 365 only. Office 365 itself is an Exchange server, no?
I mean, from the header, we will be able to see from which server we have received it, right? So that information, will it belong to the same tenant?
Yeah, it will belong to the same tenant. I'll show you.
Then if it is internally deliverable, then it has a very high rate of success.
1 second, let me log into the admin. See. Anyway, what you can do, you can actually simulate right now. Right now, you can actually do the simulation. It's only 3-4 minutes, no? Simulation will take time. Because I was explaining, it took time. Why don't you guys log in, do whatever the analysis that you want, and okay, tell me, Nishant. Oh, my Nishant, this is not working fine. This is working fine. I cannot do this. Then we can discuss. Maybe that's easy way. Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys do this. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll bring some water. And I have given you day 2 feedback link. You can go ahead and upload. And don't worry, the examination for this will be a little different. OK. I'll tell you. It will be mostly multiple choice questions only.
Nishant, I just wanted to ask, is it's going to be direct AZ500 or it's going to be race exam?
Let me talk to Shino and get back to you. At this moment,
Sure.
I don't have a confirmation from her.
Okay. Okay.
But don't worry. If you could have seen my previous exams, that previous exam was tough or easy?
Nishant, your class was what is that? Very nice and step by step. What is that guidance were there, and we still remember what you have taken throughout the modules. Just it was in between 2 months there was a gap. Little what is that recollection needed, but yeah, it was very nice session.
No, I was thinking that did you guys no for CS8 batch and this one 7, both of you, how was that? How tough was the exam for you? You felt it that was tough, easy exam?
It was easy, Nishant.
It was
But
realistic,
what I taught
I
is
would
tough.
say. Nishant, I
Sorry,
would say it was
Nishant?
realistic. Most of the time, what we see, the examiners who will try to prepare the exam, they would be very superficial. The things which are of actual use, leaving that, they would try to just go into confusing the people. But the way you designed it, I found it very meaningful.
Okay. In case if you feel that something is not going well, no, feel free to give me an open feedback and we will fix it for next people. We want everyone to learn and improve their skill ultimately. That is the requirement here.
I mean, to exam the questions, these things are fine, but like taking a screenshot of every screen and putting it in a document, this is the more time-consuming task than the actual task that we are trying to achieve.
Sorry.
No, the taking up each screenshot to present it that we in a way that we have done it and we have achieved it is taking so much time, taking so much time in the actual lab.
Actually, but then I don't have a way to judge you whether you have done it correctly or not, no? Or maybe we could have asked for a screen recording. But the only problem is I'm not sure how many people are comfortable with screen recording and how do I validate whether you have done it or not? Yeah. And tomorrow as an academic, no, see, if you were in a professional training, that's okay. But if as an academician, you see, we are in an academic environment, no, in an academician times, documentation is only the proof.
Yeah, I understand.
So that is the only way. If you could have looked at my actually in some of my trainings, I don't even conduct exam because I leave it to the judgment of the person who is learning, whether he want to learn or leave. But here we have an academic things, right? So sometimes I need to follow the academic way of doing things. And also this is actually helpful for you only because tomorrow if you want, you have a step-by-step reference guide. So that's how I thought I did it. But we'll see. That's okay. Good feedback. I'll go see what we can do. Good. So try to practice all this around and then we will see. We can bring up with more different labs and all. And anything you feel, no, there is a day-by-day feedback link. You just put it there. I'll ensure that whatever you recommend, I will correct it. Maximum, I'll try my best to correct all the recommendations that you provide. Yeah, I'll see you, but guys, please go through last week's video, this week's video. I know this week there's a lot of troubleshooting and helping others, but second half, go through the second half video because where I explained it. Next week will be tough. Please, without going through the first one and second one, don't come to my next class. Sorry to tell you, but that is very, very important. Skim. If you don't have time, skim and come. But without looking at the previous videos, attempting next class will be difficult. Okay. The only reason is I want you guys not to feel like, oh, this is alien to me. When you come to next class, no, you will feel, this is so easy. I want you to feel that. If you don't study and come, your feeling will be, oh, so many steps. But next, if you read and come, no, that so many steps will become 10 minutes job for you. Okay. I'll see you then next week. Keep up your questions. If not, you can drop and then I'll see you.
Thank you, Nishant.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nishant.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Nishant.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.